Today on CCX News, plans to address a child care crisis. We'll look at the issue on two fronts, from new funding grants to a county resource fair. Area child care facilities will receive hundreds of thousands to expand child care options in Hennepin County. It's part of a more than $6 million plan to expand options across the state. Governor Walz attended St. David's Center for Child and Family Development in Minneapolis to make the announcement on Wednesday. Some beneficiaries include local Head Start programs in Golden Valley and Brooklyn Center, as well as St. David's Center in Minneapolis. Walz says addressing the child care need is critical.
The development of these children who are a workforce of the future, so it all fits together as part of the state's economic and our basic social well-being.
St. David's received $270,000 to equip classrooms in central Minnesota. The executive director at the center says this meets an urgent need.
This deed grant is critical in creating 126 new child care slots slated to open next spring.
The grants are expected to create more than 2,000 spots for child care across the state. Hennepin County is facing a crisis when it comes to in-home child care. Now it's making a push to find more people to provide those services. On Saturday, the Brookdale Library is hosting an in-home child care licensing and resource fair. People will have a chance to learn about the licensing process and connect with resources to help improve and market their business. There are currently 500 licensed in-home child care providers in Hennepin County, and the county would like to add around 500 more.
Infant care is a big area that is lacking, so that is why we're doing this resource fair, hopefully to encourage providers to get help they need and show up, and also anyone who's interested in doing child care and making their own business, they're welcome to come as well.
Saturday's resource fair goes from 1 to 4 p.m. And then there were two. Voters in Robinsdale narrowed the field of candidates Tuesday for a city council special election. Candidates David Durkers and Jason Greenberg won Tuesday's primary and will be on the special election ballot. Durkers got about 44% of the votes cast in the primary, while Greenberg got 26%. They were the top two candidates in a field of 5. They are looking to fill the seat previously occupied by Sheila Webb. She resigned from the council last October. The special election is on August 13th. Now that school resource officers are back in schools, is it making a difference? Plymouth Police Chief Eric Fadden says in just 1 month's time, he's seen issues dissipate.
As the school year went on, you could really feel it with the number of issues that were coming up, and stuff rises to the level of calling 911 in a school versus, hey, I'm going to walk down and talk to the SRO because I know they're in their office. So it really, even in the last month that our SROs have been back in the schools at both Robinsdale schools and Wayzata schools, we've seen that those issues already start to decrease because we're there.
Minnesota lawmakers approved a fix this spring to a law approved last year for an officer's permitted use of force inside schools. Minnesotans made a record 7.5 million visits to food shelves last year. That means food shelves need more help than ever. As Kevin Miller reports, a food shelf and thrift store in Plymouth is asking for help from its neighbors.
Sometimes we get groups in that want multiples. So that's kind of nice if you have a team that you all want to wear the same hat.
There's a lot of hats to be sold in this secondhand retail store.
The biggest thing for us is these shifts in both as a cashiers, as donation receivers, as
there we go.
Shopper, helper, all kinds of shifts are available for folks.
And there's a lot of hats for volunteers to wear as they help out.
Now while I'm here, I do a lot of the pricing.
Ellie Singer is a volunteer at Retail Select. It's the thrift store at Interfaith Outreach in Plymouth.
Do we have another price for hats?
After 8 years, the relationships she's built keep her coming back.
It is a great group of people, very social, very friendly, very committed to the mission. Hey, Sandy, did you get all the shoes out here?
The store raises money to support the other programs at Interfaith,
Okay.
like the food shelf.
Straighten all of our clothes here.
That mission also brings Ellie back.
I remember back in the day when I grew up, you really helped your direct neighbors, but our neighborhood is so large now and there's such a big need. So I get just satisfaction that I am helping to close the gap. Doesn't take too long. No, we'll put them on the floor.
Ellie volunteers 3 or 4 days a week, but she's just one person.
It's to the tune of about 1,000 physical volunteers or more that Interfaith Outreach and Community Partners needs every year.
Interfaith is looking for new volunteers. It's an opportunity to help others and maybe add a dress or two to your closet.
One of the benefits of a volunteer is that 30% off everything in the store. So don't get me wrong, that's a nice little perk to have.
In Plymouth, Kevin Miller, CCX News.
Interfaith Outreach is also hosting a gala to celebrate its 45th anniversary. The Spread Your Wings Gala is on Friday, June 7th at the Medina Entertainment Center. Tickets are available online. The proceeds will support their programs. An opportunity to get your pet's shots up to date is coming up in June in Maple Grove. Pets Under Police Security and Forever Home Rescue are hosting a low-cost vaccine clinic. It takes place from noon until 3 on Saturday, June 1st, at the Pups Building in Maple Grove. Shots are available on a first-come, first-served basis. Organizers of the clinic say it removes some barriers to access for pet owners.
So most city ordinances require dogs and cats be current on vaccines. And having a source for owners to be able to get their pets vaccinated that is at a lower cost is, always beneficial. The more pets we can get vaccinated in the community, the better it is for everybody.
We'll have more details about the event, including shot types and prices, at ccxmedia.org.
As they gear up for conference and section meets, the 3 track and field teams in District 279 got together for their annual meet. Jay Wilcox has highlights.
Park Center, the site for the District 279 track meet. In the girls' 100 hurdles in orange in the middle, Hope Walz of Osseo beats out 2 Park Center girls to win in a time of 16:63. In the boys' 110 hurdles, a good battle as Osseo's Linton McPherson holds off Maple Grove's Max Miley for the win in 15:27. In the girls' 100 meters, Eva Williams of Maple Grove edges Shamir Chapman of Park Center to get the win. Williams' time is 13:05. To the girls' 4x200 relay, Osseo rolls to the win in a time of 1:50.6 with Park Center coming in second. Boys 4x200 relay, Maple Grove is closing strong, but it's Osseo holding on for the victory. Osseo's boys win as a team over Maple Grove also. In the girls 1600, Osseo's Jules Davis in orange ignore that lapped runner as Davis wins easily in a time of 5:16.21. Osseo edges Maple Grove in the girls' team standings. To field events, and Henry White of Maple Grove clears 13.6 in the pole vault as he wins easily, 2.5 feet ahead of the competition. And in the boys' high jump, Emeka Atama of Osseo clears 6 feet here. That's 8 inches better than the next best height. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
Following conference losses to Maple Grove and Osseo last week, the Champlin Park baseball team looked to get back in the win column in the league Tuesday night.
The Rebels on the road at Castle Field in Anoka to take on the rival Tornadoes. Top of the first inning with a runner on third base, and Brady Shorenstein lifts a fly ball to left field. It's deep enough to allow Chase Oxborough to tag up and score as the Rebels strike first. Bottom one, Anoka's Hunter Bruner sends a ball to deep right field, and it gets all the way to the fence. Luke Folstrom scores on the triple by Brunner, and it's a 1-1 game after one. The Rebels get to Anoka pitcher Braden Cherry in the 5th inning. Paul DeLong singles through a drawn-in infield and into left. Oxborough scores for the second time on the night, and it's 2-1. They'd later add another run in the 5th on a groundout. Champlin Park starting pitcher Preston Tilke is sharp, not allowing a run after the first and getting a strikeout here to end the 5th inning. Top 6, and Aaron Cohn drills a ball to the gap in left center field. Connor Salmon scores, and Cohen's double to put the Rebels ahead 4-1. They'd add 2 more runs in the 7th inning, including this one on a single to left field by Ty McGee, scoring Nick Carlson. Champlin Park wins 6-1 at Anoka. The Rebels are now 9-5 on the season.
After starting the season 0-5, Totino-Grace has been playing some pretty good baseball. Eagles were swinging for their 8th win in the last 10 games on Tuesday.
Senior Day at Totino-Grace baseball as the Eagles hosted Spring Lake Park in Northwest Suburban Conference play. Bottom of the 1st inning, and the Eagles' Noah Hill grounds a single into left field. Adam Molitor trots home from third base, and it's 1-0 TG. 2 batters later, Jake Rant singles up the middle, and this one brings in 2. Hill and Colin Blake score. The Eagles lead 3-0 after 1. 3rd inning with Hill at the plate again, and he lifts a fly ball that the Panthers' right fielder can't track, and it falls for a hit. Molitor scores his 2nd run of the game. Totino is ahead 4-0 through 3. Bottom 5, Rance rips one fair down the right field line for a hit. Matthew Gallitzer scores on Rance's double to make it a 5-0 game. Rance, the pitcher on this day, throws a complete game, striking out 3, including this K to end the 6th. Totino-Grace wins at 5-1 to improve to 8-7 on the season. John Jacobson, CCX Sports. Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.